It all began when HOA Karen, in a reckless display of entitlement, sued me for refusing to let her on my ranch. She claimed she had legal rights to access my property despite having no membership, no lease, and no legal authority whatsoever. What she did not realize was that her audacious interference would trigger consequences she could never have anticipated. Her attempt to manipulate, intimidate, and coerce would backfire completely, leaving her powerless, publicly humiliated, and permanently defeated. From the moment the lawsuit was filed, every detail was meticulously documented. Security cameras captured prior trespasses, unauthorized attempts to enter the property, and confrontational gestures. Audio recordings preserved threats and baseless claims of entitlement. Historical records of Karen's repeated harassment and interference were compiled into a comprehensive dossier. Karen believed that fear, ignorance, or compliance would allow her to assert control, but she was about to discover that audacity without preparation or legal authority inevitably fails. When the court hearing began, Karen arrived confident she could intimidate and manipulate her way to access. Instead, she was met with a meticulously prepared defense. All documentation, including proof of property ownership, prior trespasses, and evidence of repeated harassment, was presented systematically. Every attempt she made to justify her claims collapsed under the weight of undeniable legal authority. Her audacious behavior, intended to coerce compliance, became permanent proof of recklessness, entitlement, and audacity gone wrong. Karen attempted to escalate further, trying to involve neighbors, the HOA board, and even local media to create pressure. Every move was systematically dismantled. Evidence of her repeated trespass, harassment, and audacious interference was presented to the court and the community. Her attempts to manipulate the situation, intimidate authority, and assert false control only reinforced the undeniable fact. She had no legal basis for her actions. To prevent any future interference, permanent measures were implemented. Security cameras, reinforced fencing, automated alerts, and clear legal notices ensured that Karen could not attempt to enter or harass again. Her ability to manipulate, intimidate, or assert authority without legal standing was permanently neutralized. Each audacious act she attempted became documented evidence of recklessness, incompetence, and entitlement. The community quickly became aware of the incident. Karen's reputation, already fragile from years of reckless overreach, suffered permanent damage. Her repeated audacious attempts to interfere, manipulate, and assert authority without legal or practical standing were publicly exposed. Observers immediately recognized the principle. Audacity without preparation, lawful authority, or strategic foresight inevitably fails when confronted with legal evidence and decisive action. Karen had assumed fear, ignorance, or compliance would follow her actions. Instead, she discovered that reckless interference meets immediate, unavoidable, and humiliating consequences. In the days following the incident, calm returned to the ranch. Karen's audacity had been decisively neutralized, leaving her exposed, powerless, and publicly humiliated. The property remained fully secure, with legal protections ensuring no future attempts at interference. Her repeated entitlement and audacious behavior became a cautionary tale for the entire community. By the end of the week, the ranch was serene, secure, and fully under lawful control. Karen's audacity had been decisively defeated, leaving her exposed, powerless, and permanently shamed. Every observer understood the principle. Attempts to manipulate, intimidate, or assert authority without preparation, legal knowledge, or strategic foresight inevitably backfire. Karen had been exposed, powerless, and permanently humbled, leaving the property safe, fully protected, and entirely under rightful authority.